Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your girl, Sugary Girl Kenny 2012, and again, I want to apologize for the lack of videos. It's just my life has been extremely all over the place, and I've been extremely busy. So honestly, I really haven't had videos on either one of my channels, to be honest. So excuse me for that part again. Second, I did have thought videos of WWE 2K15 probably a week ago, and I made like 3, but I was just figuring, that I actually wait for more information to come out before I edit it and upload it to my second channel, because every time it seems like I make a video where I'm going off, or just in general, there always releases a video. 2K always release some video or whatever, and then I gotta make another video. So this time that I feel that they've gotten all the information out that that's important, supposedly, I'm making this video. So basically, these are my thoughts on everything from last gen to now. So as y'all know, last generation WWE 2K15 is some shit. It's not exactly what they said it was gonna be, even though, like, we all know, and which people keep repeating to me, and I don't know why when I say this all the freaking time, that I know that, last gen has limitations. Like, I say this so much, like, people just skip over this part. But last generation it wasn't exactly what they taunted back all the way in like August or July, I believe. Because, when they taunted like it was going to be decent, obviously not up to par with new generation, obviously, because of the limitations and the technology and whatnot, but it was still going to be pretty decent, and it was going to be supposedly a little bit better than WWE 2K14. So that's exactly what people were expecting for it to be, just a tinge better than 2K14, but, like updated roster and whatnot. So basically what we got wasn't exactly a clone of WWE 2K14, rather a very disappointing downgrade version. Like, you can't even call this a WWE 2K14.2 or 5 or whatever, because with all the features being halved, nah. Like, I know, like, the whole, not being able to use theme songs and whatnot on new generation consoles, I obviously understand that portion, because Sony and Microsoft haven't exactly imported any MP3. Well, Sony actually have, but it's just like you can only listen to it through USB, I guess, for now. But I don't know about Microsoft, so I can't say on that. But I guess since the game is coming out, and I guess they didn't have time to do that, so obviously you would have to wait till next year in order to use your own MP3 support. But what is the exact excuse for them to take that part out and that portion out of last generation consoles? There was absolutely no excuse for them to do that, to butcher that version of the game the way they did, and taking that feature out. Like, did they not want the last generation version to outpower the new one or something, with the paint tool, 100 call slots and whatnot? I mean, I don't understand, because there's honestly no excuse, and that that they should have for why they took that out, and nobody should honestly be defending that. That fuck of a mess, because there should have been custom music and paint tool and all the other stuff. Basically, if you want to call this game a clone of WWE 2K14, then it should have been just that, just with a bit more updated roster and maybe a tinge of touch to the graphics. Not too much, obviously, because limitations. Then again, I don't know, man, because there are some amazing developers that are able to pull off some amazing games, even on last generation consoles, like Rockstar, like Ubisoft. So I don't know, man. Okay, so anyway, then information started pumping out about WWE 2K15 for the PS4 and the Xbox One. So basically all the information that we all know thus far, and I'm pretty sure you don't know, and I don't see how you can't know when it's been all over the interwebs. So there will be a limit. There will be 25 cost slots. No paint tool. I believe no story creator. I'm not sure what universe mode is going to be like. Now for the paint tool portion, they supposedly said the best feature that's ever going to come out is being able to import your features, but it's not, import pictures to whatever. I don't know how exactly that's going to work. Maybe it'll work like how it's been working when people have been doing it for the past 3 games. So maybe it's going to work like that. But I don't know how that option is going to work out. But you know, they brought it to the game and act like, and people in like the comment sections of these videos are sitting here acting like that's a new feature, and when honestly when I seen it, I was like, oh, that's the big feature that they were talking about that's better than paint tool. I mean, yeah, it's good and okay and whatnot, but sometimes it's just, you know, cool to be able to draw your own shit out, you know what I'm saying, you know, just to get that feeling. And like when you want to actually freehand and make your own little design, like will you be able to do that now that you have this? And on another note, it's like when you get a design, you're not going to want to be upfront on where you found it, because then everybody's going to be rocking that same design. And I don't know, man. I honestly don't know how this is going to fully work out, but I mean, that's a feature that I can say that I did like, and I didn't have a problem with the music till I found out that that's practically going to be the only music that's going to be in the game. So I don't know, man, and I get tired of listening to the same music after just a few days of hearing it over and over and over again. So I'm pretty damn sure that shit will be muted. I don't understand why there are a lot of people getting mad at other people canceling their pre-orders. This is why I'm saying, you know, when you release early, you know, they say releasing game footage of a game is bad and be like, at least they're not like DQ and like, yeah, DQ and use for fucking terrible, we all know that. But regardless of how much people complained, you know, and may have said they're not going to get the game, they still turn around and get it, compared to this game where I just literally hear and read people saying, I'm canceling my pre-order, I'm not getting the game, and they actually dearly mean that. They're not just saying that just to say, you know, pick it up later on. But when I say it, I dearly mean it. So what else? I just find it ridiculous that I go on some of these comment sections and there'll be somebody saying, you know, I would just like to see more of the game. And it's not like they're saying, you know, fuck you 2K and They're just saying it would be good to see some more information. I even had some idiot come on my damn comments. So I don't even like allow people to comment on my comments hardly, because it just be some straight up assholes. So basically, oh my gosh, what was I saying? Oh, so basically, yeah, I was having some assholes come on my comment section on my comments on these videos, and I'm like, you know, I wasn't saying anything harsh or anything like that, you know, just saying that how I was disappointed at the lack of features and the things that I use for the game. And I just have these assholes commenting on my comment. I'm like, what the fuck, are you serious? Like, you really riding 2K that freaking hard? Like, what? That you can't even allow somebody to have an opinion or to say or try to tell them what to do with their money? Like, who the fuck are you, to be honest? Like, what? They can't be disappointed? Like, we're in November, so there should be no reason why we shouldn't be seeing loads and loads and loads of gameplay or something big of this game. It's November 3rd, have y'all know. There's no excuse, and nobody should be trying to defend why they're not showing much information. Like, real talk. Like I said before, if they would release some of this information early on, it would maybe give the angry people enough time to suck it in or soak it in. They'll be like, okay, you know what, I'll just deal with it, okay, you know. But since you release information this close to the release of the game, you know, you have there is potential of people canceling their pre-orders because they're obviously not going to be able to, you know how to take this information. Like me, for example, like if you don't follow me or you don't follow any type of project that I do on my main channel, then you obviously won't know what I do. and why I may be upset. If you don't make a lot of calls, you don't really do much with the game, then you don't understand why people are raging, and you don't honestly need to be trying to give your input or your opinion on that person and why they're upset. If you don't do anything with the game other than just play the shit online or create a couple of calls or something like that, you really have no input on why other people are getting upset that do make a lot of calls or do make a lot of paint tools or do create stories. If you don't do any of that shit, you have no right to tell them to be quiet or to shut up or shut the fuck up. It's you that need to shut the fuck up because you don't use any of those features, so obviously it doesn't affect you. You know what I'm saying? Now this is going towards more the people that have been assholes, not towards the people that, that say, I don't really create that many calls, but I see where the people that are upset are coming from, blah blah blah. So this isn't towards people like that. It's more towards the assholes that don't understand and don't hardly do shit with the game other than just play it. So obviously, yeah, again, you won't understand. Like, you can't release major information about the damn game close to release date, didn't expect people to just take it and be good with it. Nah, that's not gonna happen, homie. You gotta be very precise with your information. You gotta have your information like this, like that. So yes, having a bit of gameplay and more interest would have helped. So and then what I find also ridiculous about the situation is when I was reading comments from the person that was doing the Q&A, the person that delivers information to 2K and finds out this and that, I seen the word limit. Like, why on earth would we already be talking about limits when a new console? This is something I'm not understanding. We're already like, what about when the next game comes out and the next game comes out and then the next game comes out, and you all know that it's only going to improve from there and there. So then what happens when they keep on improving and the slots get bigger and bigger and bigger? So obviously they're going to have to sacrifice something to be able to do to add more call slots or do whatever they need to do, because with each releasing game is obviously going to get better. So again, I'm asking, why the hell are we already speaking of limitations when we're on new consoles? Limitations already. Like, what? Oh goodness, man. I just don't understand how people can defend it so hard. Like, I'm not saying you can, don't defend it, but like when you defend it to the point where, it's just ridiculous, and you defend every action of theirs, even if it's ridiculous, and even if what they may be saying is ridiculous, then you're just ridiculous overall. There's no clean way to say that. Like, that's honestly what I think. You guys are just ridiculous overall if you have to defend every word and think everybody is supposed to just be happy about what they've heard and seen thus far, when what we've been getting hasn't exactly been like continuous. It's been like a month here, a month there. We may get a picture, we may get a few words or whatever, and like, it's never been anything major. Like, you guys may say showing gameplay may ruin the game, blah blah blah, but in my opinion it helps more, because people will be knowing what they they'll be seeing what they'll be getting, and so they'll be more inclined to get the game than say, what, fuck this. Nothing's shown of this game, I don't know anything of this game, I'm not gonna get it, so whatever. People actually be wanting to get the game, but with hardly anything to work with, what are you supposed to do unless you don't really care about all that other extra stuff I was just talking about? So I don't know, man. But I'm with that crowd, man. I just want to see more than what we've been seeing thus far. It is now November 3rd. There is absolutely no excuse as to why we shouldn't be seeing anything major of the game. At least some fucking gameplay, some real gameplay, not that pre-rendered cutscene or whatever you want to call that shit they've been showing in these trailers, dude. I want to actually see some, one-on-one, like what? Because I did say I wasn't getting a game, and that may be true because there are a lot of other games coming out on the 18th and throughout November, and I believe those games will be more deserving of my money than this game right now, because I really don't have many reasons as to why to get this game, because I have a big fucking roster, again, on my main channel. If you follow me, then you know what I mean. I create a lot of things, and I just don't know how this would suit my creating needs. Like, just one of my groups in my story take up like half of those 25 those slots. So how the hell do you limit or cut original calls? Like, I understand if you made calls of real wrestlers or real people, then it'll be easy for you to say, okay, you know what, I can get rid of this person, I get rid of that person, blah blah blah. But when you have a roster full of original characters, then what the hell are you supposed to do? See what I'm saying? So I can't just really see myself, like, you know, dropping people and whatnot. So I don't know, man. I'm to the point where I just wait for somebody to get it for me, because I don't feel like this game is worth what they're offering at the moment. Maybe in WWE 2K15 it'll be worth it, but at the moment it's not really worth the full price that it's being charged for. It's like either somebody's gonna get this for me, or I'm gonna get it really cheap when it's like $5 or like $10 or something like that, which will be in a very freaking long time, probably when the next damn game come out or something like that. But basically, yeah, that's my thoughts. What do you guys think of, you know, WWE 2K15 for the last generation consoles, which are the PS3 and the Xbox 360? And what do you think of all the information you've heard thus far for new generation PS4 and Xbox One? Leave your comments down below. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll be sure to get back to your comments as quickly as I can. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Definitely thank you for subscribing. It really helps. Deuces.